Well, good evening and welcome back. Delmarva, a 19-year-old is dead following a serious motorcycle crash near Millsboro. Around 8:30 this morning, Delaware State Police were dispatched to Rockaway Acres Road for reports of a crash. A Harley-Davidson motorcycle was driving northbound and a Chevy Tahoe was driving eastbound. Police say the motorcycle made a left turn onto Shiloh Church Road where it entered directly into the path of that Tahoe. The driver of the motorcycle, a 19-year-old Georgetown man, was taken to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver of that Tahoe, a 39-year-old woman, and a 12-year-old passenger were not injured. The investigation is ongoing. Meanwhile, two small children were found alone in a vehicle with feels-like temperatures soaring past 100 degrees in Cambridge. On Wednesday, Cambridge police were called to the Walmart parking lot for a welfare check after receiving reports that children were inside an unattended vehicle. Police arrived and discovered that the vehicle was not running and had a window that was partially open. Two children, ages 4 and 1, were left alone inside that vehicle. Now, police say the kids had actually vomited due to the high heat exposure. The parents were later identified as 41-year-old Salvalia Josefina Lucas and 48-year-old Salvador de Jesus del Cid Aguilar of Cambridge. Both were arrested on a slew of charges. Well, a Salisbury man is behind bars following a traffic stop earlier this week. 23-year-old Quelly Green, who you see there on your screen, is charged with illegal possession of a firearm Wednesday afternoon. Green was pulled over in a traffic stop in the area of Snow Hill Road and East Carroll Street. Police say Green was identified as a passenger, and as officers searched the vehicle, they found a revolver under the passenger seat. Green was arrested and taken to the Wicomico Detention Center. Well, Somerset County cooling centers are open due to the excessive heat warning. Residents can beat the heat at both the Crisfield and Princess Anne libraries from 10 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. Officials recommend calling ahead to confirm hours, and residents are asked to bring their own food, beverages, and meds to the cooling centers. Pets are not allowed. Somerset County Emergency Management and the Somerset County Health Department urge all residents to take the heat seriously and take steps to keep yourself safe. Well, the 7th annual Ocean City Film Challenge Night is set to premiere August 10th. Gates will open at 7 p.m. with films beginning at 8 p.m. All are welcome, and 10 entries were received in the 2024 challenge. Now, the OC Film Festival will announce the winning films on Film Challenge Night and award prizes to the winners. Prizes include an Ocean City hotel stay, some swag bags, and 2 all-access passes to the film festival. Now, the films will be screened at that festival March 6th through the 9th of next year. And at this time, we're going to throw things over to Chief Meteorologist Rich Werdzik, who's going to fill us in on what our weekend's going to look like. We sure hope that it won't be as hot as it was today. Rich?
And Rob, leading right into what I wanted to start with, the good news, not as hot, but still hot, at least tomorrow. But the trend is now slowly downward here. We reached the top of the heat wave today. Easily, when you factor in how much humidity was with temperatures in the mid-90s in most spots today, this was easily the hottest day so far, not only the summer, but of course of the year. And you would hope that we don't have anything like that again for the rest of the summer. Remains to be seen, but certainly on our way down here. Now, looking at weekend storms, and we had a few around this evening. A lot of us missed out on the rain, and tomorrow that might not be the same case. And Sunday as well. And then watching the tropics, of course, we've been talking about the past couple days, what will eventually, it looks like, become Tropical Storm Debbie here this weekend. All right, let's talk feels like temperatures for tomorrow. Today they were hovering around 115. Tomorrow they will be closer to 105 in our hotter spots. So there is improvement there. But noticeably improved as we go into the end of the weekend and early next week. We're still talking some really uncomfortable, if not problematic heat for those who may be more susceptible to it, and that's through Tuesday. It gets even better Wednesday and later in the week. But again, we're going to be watching the tropical situations. We're going to turn our attention from the heat over to the potential for heavy rain at times. And we'll get into all that here in just a moment. Shore Auto Sales Skycam in downtown Georgetown. It is a quiet and awfully hot evening. You've probably been able to see the lightning in the distance there off to the north of the big storms that never really made their way down into central Delmarva. Georgetown's still at 84. 77 in Melfa. That's the cool spot of all of our readings right now. 82 in Ocean City and Wallops. Cambridge and Salisbury are still at 82, Easton 84. You throw in the humidity, it feels like temperatures right now are still in the 90s. So big storms ongoing the past several hours. Flash flooding in Baltimore, the Philadelphia metro areas, northern Delmarva, Kent County, and the Maryland side had a big storm just come through there. And storms that were actually dying out as they made their way into Dorchester. Some light to moderate rain moving through, but nothing severe at this point. Taking the wide view here, there's the boundary between the tropical air that's in place and air that's considered humid, but at least a little more easier to deal with off to the north and west. That boundary is actually going to slide in our direction here slowly over the weekend, and that will bring an increasing chance for showers and storms. Now, we've totally changed gears here because I want to talk about the tropical system. There's Florida, by the way, right there. Disorganized at the moment, but this is expected to become a tropical depression soon and eventually a tropical storm. And if it slows down, you see the ocean waters here are well into the upper 80s in all these locations in the dark red. If this slows down, this could become a hurricane, but the focus is going to be on flooding in Florida. And here's the track into the middle part of next week. This cone of uncertainty gets wider the farther out it goes because this could change. So you definitely want to tune in throughout the weekend. Meteorologist Eric Alf will have updates on that throughout our newscast. Here's Futurecast back into today, and or I should say tonight into tomorrow. Showers and storms will be more numerous, and there you go on Futurecast, kind of blown up in the late afternoon and early evening. Very warm tonight. Scattered storms, probably could say a shower or thunderstorm possible, but not as scattered as once thought. So some good news with that for any type of issues that you may have late tonight if you're going to be out late. Tomorrow, again, not as hot as we're talking about showers and thunderstorms increasing for the afternoon and evening. And then Brandon, after the chance of showers and storms again on Sunday, get a break Monday and Tuesday, and we'll keep an eye on the tropics for later next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Rich. A change made to next week's White Marlin Open due to weather. We'll talk about the Super Bowl of fishing coming up on Delmarva Sports Insider.
Hi, my name is Erin Scannell from Salisbury Women's Lacrosse, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.